Hi everybody. How's it going? Okay, so I finally got it to work and I was having a little bit of trouble, but here we go. So I'm gonna give everybody, well, I was gonna give everybody a few minutes since I just went live and I was having difficulties getting it together, but I did get it together. Looks like it's doing pretty good. Looks like my volumes are good. If it's not, somebody drop it in the chat. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of start today and just go from there, see how it goes. So we hit more than 200 subscribers now, and I am extremely excited about what this means for everyone. So let me change my color just a little bit because my husband will fuss at me if I look too white. Let's see, that looks pretty good. Maybe one more down. All right. So I really wanted to kind of do like a Q&A session. It's kind of impromptu, kind of came up on me pretty quickly because I wasn't really expecting to hit 100, much less 200 subscribers. So this is exciting. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. So I'm here and there's nobody in the room yet, but that's okay, even if no one even comes. So some things that I wanted to go over, of course, I talk about being hydrated a lot. So I wanted to go over a little bit more with that because I did start drinking some coconut water. And once I started drinking the coconut water, I really think it was helping with my electrolyte balance and stuff like that. So I am drinking one of those every day along with those Limit little shakies that we had gone over before. But those really, I think, have helped my kind of energy level, my fatigue, and just feeling all around better. Yeah, so super exciting. Some other things, of course, that I've gone over in the past is that I drink that mushroom coffee in the morning, and then the 7 Sunday cereal is super easy for me. I have slowly started putting meat back into my diet, just to kind of see how it's going to work because I haven't eaten meat since like Thanksgiving. I found a local cattle ranch that does their all grass fed beef from the time they're born all the way up until the time they go to the house. And so I'm excited about that. So slowly but surely, I've been adding it back. Um, Last night was actually the first time I had something in a really long time, and it felt good. Um, but yeah, so I'm still not doing any sugar, not doing any processed foods or anything like that. So my diet has really changed a lot over the last 6 or 7 months. And it's been interesting. My whole family does not eat this way. So yeah, to be able to change my diet completely almost on a dime is something that has been just kind of like a learning curve and trying to figure out how to easily introduce things into my diet. Um, I don't know why, but I've been pretty tired the last couple days. Um, Yesterday, like I got really tired really quickly. I went to bed early and then I don't know, and then I even saw the subscribers that I had and I was like, "Oh, that's amazing." But then it only lasted for a short period of time. Um, then I went to sleep. I got up this morning. I haven't done a whole lot today. I went to my little happy place. That way I could show a video of, me kind of taking in that moment and being extremely excited about being there. Um, and I'm glad that's going to be a moment that I remember forever. And so hopefully all the milestones that I hit, I'll be able to, you know, go there and kind of mark it there. And so those memories will be there. Um, yeah, this has been an adventure, and I've been so grateful for everybody who has participated and commented and, watched the videos and subscribed. It's been a great, I think, confidence booster in me. I mean, also, I'm doing the Mary Kay as well, so that's been a big confidence booster as well. But being able to, oh my goodness, I'm trying to get my shirt. Being able to see people accept me for exactly who I am and what I'm doing is really exciting for me. And I'm hoping this shirt doesn't blend in too much and it doesn't cut it out. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, and then I've been doing a lot more of the Mary Kay things, and really having a great time with that. Talking and meeting a bunch of people that I probably would never have really, got to know or meet. And it's been good. So I am excited for this channel. I know that Bloom and Balance is going to turn into something massive, and it's going to be beautiful, and we're all going to have this massive support that I didn't have before, and that I think a lot of people didn't have before. So I'm really excited about it. A little bit about my background was I met my husband a very long time ago. I was 14, so let's say 21? No, hold on. 20 years ago. 21 years ago? Something like that. I was 14. So yeah, a long time. I was a freshman in high school, and he was a junior, and he was like my sister's best friend. So it kind of just went from there, and it never stopped. I continued to finish high school after he graduated. He lived with my brother in an apartment, which was kind of crazy. And then he decided to join the military when I was a senior. And that was difficult for me, to be away from him, because I've never really been away from him. During basic training and AIT and all that stuff, I wasn't able to talk to him. And anyways, as soon as I graduated, I married him and moved to Kansas, where we lived for 5 years. And we had 2 kids while we were in the military. We came home after he got out. Let's see, he did 1 tour in Afghanistan. And yeah, most of the time we were lucky. We were together. During that tour, though, I was pregnant, and he missed an entire pregnancy. So my middle child, Haley, we found out I was pregnant in November, and he deployed in December and didn't come back till December. So he missed everything. But that was probably really good for him, because I'm not a very nice pregnant woman. So he came back, and then, we finished out the last couple of years of being in the military, and we moved back home to my family's little farm. And I have never really wanted or decided I was going to live anywhere other than here. And so I was a very determined young child and knew exactly what I thought that I wanted in the exact moment I thought about it. So David's my husband's name. He's always been very accepting of how determined I am, and he's behind me and he supports me. So it's exciting. One day at a time, really. Then we moved back home, and I ended up getting into nursing school, and I graduated with my bachelor's, and I'm telling you, that was one of the hardest things I have ever done. Nursing school was tough. It was a lot. Um, and then after nursing school, first I got a job at the hospital, and then I started working labor and delivery. And like everybody who works labor and delivery, you get pregnant. So we had our third child, Jack. He is amazing. He's 6 now. So, I mean, I guess I've been a nurse for 8 years, almost 8 years. Um, Anyways, Jack is a bundle of joy. He's almost 7, and I'm super excited. He does have autism, and he has his good days and his bad days. He has his little quirks that he has, but we all do. He's gonna do great. He's gonna have a fantastic life. Sorry. And yeah, he's gonna bloom just like everybody here. And then after I had him, I worked at several different places. I worked at the hospital. I worked home health. I've worked home hospice. I've worked inpatient hospice. I have worked a lot of places trying to find my niche. I mostly stuck to the nursing homes in my area and really loved the personal relationship that you get with your patients. I did end up getting sick right after I got the COVID vaccines, and it took me a long time to recover, but when I recovered, I really wanted personal relationships, especially with people that I saw every day. I didn't like the continuous different scenarios and stream of random faces, and you never see them again. And the elderly seem to be the most appreciative of the care that you give, so it was really nice for me to pick that up. Yeah, so it's been a journey for sure. Nursing home is definitely one of the most difficult places I've ever worked. You do everything as a nurse. You do it all. You don't have a respiratory therapist there. You don't have a phlebotomist. You don't have anybody. So you are the one that is doing everything, and it's not bad. It's really nice because you get to know your we don't call them patients there. It's been so long. Oh my goodness. Residents. You get to know your residents very well. And when they start to get sick, you can tell. And things like that. So, yeah, that's a very rewarding job. Not too, like, it's one of the lowest paying jobs I've ever had, but I've never really chosen a job for money. I think that's just never been really something that I was pertinent to as a kid. My dad was a paramedic, my mom was a respiratory therapist. Never really had a lot of money growing up, and that wasn't something that I was used to, so it really didn't bother me. Money isn't my main priority in life, and I do think that lately have been more in tune to it, and so I seem to be more cognizant and make sure I'm not spending too much on Amazon and things like that. Making sure that my husband can check the stream to make sure the volume is good and everything. Anyways, yeah, so I've had a strange life for sure. But it's been a wonderful one. Even though I do have a chronic illness and I do have, challenges on a day to day basis, and you never know when those challenges are going to start occurring. It's nice to be able to now be able to be in a place to where I can see how my body's reacting to my expenditures throughout a single day. I was using this device called, well, I don't know what the device is really called, but it was from a company and it was Visible, and it kind of counted spoons for you. I don't know if anybody knows what counting spoons is, but if you have a chronic illness, a lot of people do understand what, like, everything that you do throughout a day, like, costs a spoon, right? So if I take a shower, that could be 2 spoons. If I had to do what I did today, which was chase 40 chickens back into the pen, then that would probably be like 4 spoons. But if I stood in front of the mirror and did something, then that might be a spoon, because sometimes that does cause me a lot of strain. Anyways, so this is the same concept, but it takes your heart rate and it sees when you're overexerting yourself, and then it costs you more points the longer you stay in an overexertion mode. And anyways, it was really good. I liked it, but it was a little expensive, so right now I'm holding off on using it. Just a simple device that would wrap around your arm and just tell you a bunch of really cool things, and I liked utilizing it. So that's been a tool that I've used. And then I had an Oura ring at one time. Yeah, I think even before I got sick I had an Oura ring, but between Oura rings and Fitbits and stuff like that, they don't really capture the information that I need it to. So the Visible did that for me. So I utilize that more often. Okay, so I still don't have anybody that's joined, and I can't get my husband to respond to see if the volume is okay, so I hope it's not echoing or anything like that. Can you read my message, please? Bye. Okay. So, anyways, it's been a journey, waking up every day and trying to gauge how I feel. A lot of the times when I first wake up in the mornings, it's not anything that I can really gauge how the whole day is gonna go, but I can definitely see how my morning's gonna go. This morning I was pretty tired when I woke up, even though it's exciting news and we were moving forward in a great way with this channel. I don't know, it's just I seem to have low energy, but I guess yesterday I did take my daughter out to go eat. I took her to Walmart. I got some stuff to make some more of my little project bags with. I've just really kind of tried to keep myself occupied, and with that being said, it's also taking a little bit of a toll. So I am trying to rest some. Today is Memorial Day Monday, so I have to start work tomorrow, and I know I have a lot of stuff to do, so I did get a little bit of rest and sitting in a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's been too crazy. But no, this channel has been a massive... You don't see me streaming. Hold on. Is this on live? So my husband said he can't see the stream. This one should be public. Oh my goodness, it's an unlisted one. Oh my gracious. So I just sat here for 20 minutes talking to myself about the stream, and no one could see it. I'm glad I checked with my husband because I had it set to untitled instead of public. So that's just amazing. Uh, yeah, that's a thing that happened today. So if you've been waiting for me to go live, I am live now. I am so sorry about that. I went over a lot of stuff. Like went over my whole life story. But let's see how it goes now. I was wondering why there was nobody, no viewers, and like never even anybody popping on or popping off. So I was like, what's going on? Well, at least I didn't do it for a very long period of time. Let me see if you can see me now. Anyways, so hopefully everything is well. But uh, so now that I made it public and everyone can see it, that's okay. He can hear it. I don't know how he can hear it now. It still says I have no viewers, but okay. Anyways, so yeah, life's been a lot of ups and downs, you know. I think everybody has their own childhood things that they go through and try to mitigate the best way possible, even though children aren't really equipped with ways to cognitively handle situations. Um, but you just learn that as time goes on. And so to be able to, um, just I don't know, just getting older and understanding that not everything that happened as you're a child is okay, and learning how to navigate your residual feelings over a situation or things is difficult. It's difficult to do after the time has passed, and I was always one that had like a very large family, so we had a lot of people that passed away, and when they're quite a bit away from you, it's not that big of a deal. Hi, welcome in. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal when your kins folks that are further detached from you start passing, but when you really have people that pass away that are very close to you, it's very difficult to understand and process it. You think it's going to be the same as you process everything else, and it's really not. And then understanding how to grieve is something that I never really knew how to do, and I still struggle with that today. Um, it's it's a very difficult that's a difficult scenario for me. But on a better note, I do think that as you get older, you are able to identify your pros and cons of what you're able to do well and what you're not able to do very well. And you can find, actual support to help you, and um, like actual, like, real people to help you. Like, that's their job, is to help you and navigate through the world. So it's difficult as a child, but as you get older, there are more resources out there that you can utilize. So, but this whole channel is really about having a community and be able to lean on each other and being able to understand that you don't always have to be okay, and that's okay. Like, you can be angry, you can be sad, especially for the loss that you have yourself. I mean, when you go through when you're diagnosed with a chronic illness or autoimmune disorder, it's like, I'm never going to be the same. Why is this happening to me? I mean, a lot of things go through your head when that happens, and you just feel alone, and then you let the depression sink in, and then you feel even more alone because you don't want to reach out to anybody. But I'm hoping that this channel gives somebody an outlet that they can watch and say, okay, we've there are multiple people who have gone through this. I mean, look at everybody who subscribes to your channel, or, the video content and everything like that. I am not alone. Like, this is happening to other people. And I felt like I was the only one it was happening to, and why me, and why my family, why my husband has to do this to his wife. Like, I mean, why? Like, why? And that's a difficult thing to handle. And I'm still in therapy, and I still see a psychiatrist, and I'm still going through all this stuff in order to make sure I don't get to where I was. So, but this is a positive, this is a positive thing. So, like, I'm able to help other people, and they're just getting diagnosed, or even if they're not diagnosed and they don't know what's happening to them, because I didn't know what was happening to me at first. I was writing it off as other things, like, this is stress, this is blah blah blah, like, I'm just getting older. No, like, pay attention to your body, seek help when you need it. But yeah, I've mentioned a couple books on here before. So Becoming Supernatural is a book that I highly, highly recommend people reading. I also have a cognitive behavioral therapy book that I utilize, and you can tell it's got stuff all over it. So it's like the Cognitive Behavioral Workbook for Anxiety. It's the second edition in the step-by-step program. So, like, that's what it looks like. And it is by William Noss. I really like him. I really like how they lay things out in the book and kind of let you know, look, this is in your own hands. Like, sorry, kick the table. Anyways, so yeah, those are some really good resource books that I've utilized in order to help me cope through things, and let me know that, I do have the ability to control a lot of things around me. And okay, not outside your bubble, but you can control yourself, and you can control how you feel about things, and you got to change your way of thinking. So, yeah, I can't believe where we're at right now. Like, I feel like I just started this stream. I feel like it's only been a day, and all of a sudden I have these supporters, and it's been lovely. And, I am a very small town girl from a very middle of nowhere place. So, to be able to reach people on this kind of level is really exciting. I wish it wasn't Memorial Day, and maybe it was a weekend, and maybe there would be a few more people on, and I could interact and help as many people as I could. But it doesn't really look like that's gonna happen today. But I'm okay with this. I am celebrating here, even though it's sort of by myself. Hold on, Luna? Oh, I thought I heard her. Shoot, oh, I did hear her. Come here. Come here. Come here. There she is. That's the Luna. There's the Luna. She says, leave me alone. She says, put me under the blanket and leave me alone. That's what she does. She goes in her blanket. What? Oh, she just wants to be loved on. You want to be loved on? Look, you want to look at the camera? What? Yes, you see all that stuff? Anyways, she's been very good for me. I don't recommend just getting an animal if, you don't have the time or the energy to take care of them. But Luna is a very small puppy. She's my baby. She's very small. She's very sweet. She doesn't take very much. She is happy in the house. She is happy going outside. She is happy everywhere. I feed her really good food. So we used to do the farmer's dog, but my mom got the recipe and she makes it herself. So Luna has the best dog food. Only the best for my Luna. But yeah, I have 6 dogs altogether. I have a Dalmatian. I have a giant American Lab. Both of them are extremely old. I think one is 14 and one is 15. They're old dogs. Then we have a German Shepherd that I rescued. He's white, a white German Shepherd, and he is just gorgeous. He's so sweet. We have somebody told us it's the Australian Dingo mixed with something. I don't know, but I love him too. His name is Queso, from Queso. And then we have Princess, and she is a pit bull, and she is the sweetest darling ever. So she's awesome. And then my daughter has a huge cat. She has a Maine Coon, and sorry, I have to move. She has a Maine Coon, and her name is Duchess. From she named. Oh, I don't think I helped name her Duchess, and I did it because the cat off the Aristocats. I loved that movie. Everybody wants to be a cat. Because a cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. I loved that movie a lot when I was a kid. I haven't watched it very often. Haven't watched it recently. But I am so sorry for continuing to yawn. It's difficult today for me. Well, it's been about 30 minutes of a stream. I think my husband jumped on, and that's my one viewer, but that's okay. I was gonna play like a video game on here, but didn't really have the capability to play Pokemon Unite on here like I wanted to. So hopefully the next live stream I do, I won't just be like talking to a screen. Maybe I'll, like, if there's lulls like there is now, then I'll be able to you know, play Pokemon Unite, have it going, and then like answering questions along the way and things like that. And if it does pick up, I can always put the game down and, you know, get into the stream and everything like that. So anyways, it's been real. It's been fun. I don't want to go on too long because it's probably going to turn it into a video, and I don't want people to not want to watch the video, because this is a little bit about, you know, my life itself and the things that I've gone through, the things that I've done, and the support that I have. Of course, the support, I can't thank my parents enough, my sister enough. They were there through thick and thin. I can't say that about a lot of people. You know, your behavioral changes, your demeanor changes when you start, you know, going through your chronic illness, which leads to mental illness. So whether it be depression or anxiety or codependent, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, you have a lot of things that change, and sometimes people don't want to stay through the changes, especially if they're not blood. I mean, even blood would do that. I believe my family is so adamant on the relationship of blood, and we've just been like that because we're little farm hands is really what we are, and all we've known is family, really, to support each other and to make each other whole. So, but yeah, so my family has stuck through thick and thin, through everything, through my behavior changes, through, you know, my deepest, darkest days that I hope I never go through again. And my husband has been my number one in my corner 100% of the time. Yeah, we'll fuss and fight, and, you know, but it's always been me and him no matter what. So it was exciting to do this live stream, and I know we'll be doing more in the future. I'm so excited for this channel. It's going to be amazing. I want to be here for people who have questions, who don't really know what's going on and don't really know how to even seek help. I mean, that was one of the biggest things for me, was getting my PCP to really look into my leg tremors, really look into why am I starting to hurt? Why are these things happening? Why is it so difficult for me to get up and walk around? Like, to really get them to understand something is happening. And then once that happened, you know, the MRIs were still clean. Everything. All my blood work was fine. All the MRIs, all the scans they did. And it was like, there's nothing wrong with you. And it's like, no, hello, 100% of the time there's something wrong with me. Like, something is wrong with me. Quit telling me there's nothing wrong with me. And then my muscles just started to break down and deteriorate. And they could see that in what they call an EMG. So they stick a needle in your muscle and then they do an electrical impulse in your muscle. And it's not fun. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. My dad has had one before and he thought it was torture. So, but they could see that my muscles were breaking down and things like that. And so they did start really paying more attention to the things I was telling them and more attention to how I was feeling more than what my lab work said, because that's what everybody was going off of. And I was like, I do not care what the lab work says. Like, I don't care what it is. And I completely felt crazy and alone, and they tried to tell me it was just my depression, and I'm like, no, this is not depression. This is not anxiety. This is not depression. This is something serious, and I don't know what to do with it. So, yeah, it's a adventure to try to get everything to happen in the way that you want it to, the way that you need it to, and it's never going to happen as quickly as you want it. Now, as an existing patient, it takes me almost 6 months to get in to see my neurologist. So when I have a flare up, it's like, okay, you're having a flare up. Here, I'll talk to you through Teams or through text. Not even text. I think it's like MyChart or something. I'll talk to you that way. And it's like, okay, that's not what I need. I need a physical person. Please just see me, talk to me, help me. But anyways, I have been able to navigate it. I know anything new that happens that may appear to me as being severe really throws me for a loop, because I'm so worried I'm going to get back to where I was. And I think right now, when you're in a good headspace, you're like, okay, I'm past that point. I'm on meds now. Like, I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing the things I should, so I'm never going to get back there. But when something new starts happening, it's like, no, this is not going to happen. We're not starting all over again. This is no. So, I still go on the 6th, which is next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday. And I'm gonna go get those trigger point injections and the epidural of the steroid. And I'm really, really excited about it. Like, I cannot tell you how excited I am to be able to go and get this treatment and then share with y'all if this treatment helped me, and could it possibly help you. Like, this is where I'm at. I'm really excited, and I think it's gonna be great, and I'll be able to keep everyone updated. Everybody's gonna be able to learn from my situation and from everything that I am still figuring out, and everything. So everybody who watches this video after, thank y'all so much. I really am amazed at the support that I have received from this channel and from my Mary Kay people and my family and friends. So if y'all are any of those, which you are because you're watching my videos, I really cannot thank you enough. This has been an amazing journey. It's going to be an even amazing journeyer. It's going to be an even more amazing journey. And I'm just about always here. Like, I have my phone 100% of the time. Comments, I'll comment on. I want to help. And if you have any suggestions for videos, what you think I should go over because you're going through something and you need something, I will most certainly do that. I did just post a travel one that I think is very important if you're going to be traveling. It would have helped me a lot. I'm pretty hard headed. It could have helped me a lot. I hope that I would have listened to it, you know? That's my hope and goal. But I don't really like to learn the hard way on something, so hopefully you're like that too and can take some advice. Nothing, of course, is solid and concrete. Everything is just from my experiences. None of this is medical advice, and it's been great to jump on here and spend a longer amount of time with y'all and just be like non-edited, just up front and who I am and about a little bit about my life in the past. So yeah, if y'all have any questions or need anything, drop it in the chats or you can message me directly. You have my email address, it's on there. And today is a day at a time. Not bad enough to be an hour at a time, and not bad enough to be a minute at a time. But it is a day at a time. And that's all I can do right now. And still, thank you. And happy Memorial Day.